Good evening, friends. Welcome back to India Update 24. I am your host, Sanjay Kumar. This nation witnessed the construction of the Ram Mandir. It witnessed the movement and it witnessed the deep faith in the name of Ram being upheld. However, a recent scandal inside the Ram Mandir has, in many ways, dealt a blow to that very faith. Some individuals were allegedly misappropriating the offerings coming into the temple, which has hurt the sentiments of the devotees. This issue was first raised by the opposition, specifically by Mr. Akhilesh Yadav, son of Mulayam Singh Yadav, following that the Aam Aadmi Party took it national. How the matter boils down a key question. The entire operation of the Ram Mandir is under the purview of a trust formed on the orders of the Supreme Court and by the central government. If such a significant lapse has occurred due to the negligence, collusion, or failure of the supervisory role of some members of this trust, then a big question arises. Does this negligence not raise questions about the credibility of both the central government and the Uttar Pradesh government? This is because both governments have long associated themselves with the Ram Mandir movement. They have promoted the narrative that the Supreme Court verdict came during their tenure, implying their efforts facilitated justice. But today's question is, if there has been embezzlement within the trust, has it truly hurt the faith of the people? Will it hurt them? And will the government's silence weaken the connection between the people and the temple in the future? We will discuss all this in depth in today's session. In the meantime, a change has occurred within the trust. Champat Ji's resignation has been accepted and Krishna Mohan ji, a pre-existing member of trust, has been made acting general secretary. Since Krishna Mohan ji belongs to the Dalit community, this move is being seen as a masterstroke ahead of the Uttar Pradesh Elections 2027, aimed at consolidating Dalit votes. We will analyze this in today's session. Furthermore, we will analyze the deep impact this controversy has had on Ayodhya's economy and the noticeable decline in the number of pilgrims. We will also address the big question: is Yogi Adityanath in a position to score a hat-trick in 2027? All these questions are being discussed today because the SIT submitted its interim report on Monday evening. The revelation in this report named 6 individuals, but none of them are the big faces that are being discussed. Then the members of the trust who were consistently under the scanner have been given a clean chit by the SIT. Champat ji has been given a clean chit. The driver Tinnu Yadav has been identified as the alleged root cause of the scam. On the other hand, the SIT report indicates that the failure of the administration, particularly by the trust member Anil Mishra, is considered negligence, but not a criminal offense. It feels like when a question paper leaks, the authorities catch the 4 who leaked it, consider the job done, while completely avoiding those in whose presence it happened to understand this context better. Similarly, if theft is happening in the presence of trust members and the SIT is giving them a clean chit, then question will also be raised on the SIT, which was formed by the state government. The state had received a primary report from the SIT on June 23rd. Soon after the incident came to light, immediately after on June 26th, Champat ji resigned. This resignation was accepted by the trust yesterday, as the SIT primary report was made public last night. The report focuses on 6 names. If actions are indeed centered on these 6, then under section 306 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita BNS, the maximum punishment for embezzlement by employees is 7 years. Considering these 6 will likely to get bail later, especially in the absence of concrete evidence of a charge sheet, will this be end of the matter? Will the negligence of others be completely ignored? Let's delve deeper. Ultimately, the treasurer Devendra Govind Dev Giri faced the media and said, "I was not present here. I had delegated power. People were working on my behalf. If something happened by them of their subordinates, we are ready to answer." This suggests that the entire system was concentrated in the hands of a few people. Crores of devotees and Sanatanis celebrated the Ram Mandir construction with immense faith, celebrating Ram Lala's darshan like Diwali in 2024. Today, seeing the debate centered around just with 4 people, they are astonished. They wonder, why is the government silent? Why is there no tweet from the PM side? Let's go through the details one by one that emerged from the SIT's primary report. Key names and findings from SIT report. Anil Mishra, the report mentions his negligence. SIT has given a clean sheet to Champat Rai but pointed out Anil Mishra's negligence. Champat Rai given a clean sheet, possibly due to the Sang's influence and his image as non-materialistic, dedicated person. The narrative is that he was a lifelong movement worker and someone took advantage of that trust. Understanding the trust structure. President Nitya Gopal Das ji, Treasurer Govind Dev Giri ji, under whom the Center Fund is managed. General Secretary Champat Rai ji, former. Members Parasaran ji, Nipendra Mishra, Anil Mishra, Krishna Mohan and others. Now Krishna Mohan ji, a Dalit, has been made the acting General Secretary. This is being seen as an attempt to send a message of inclusivity and manage Dalit votes. Gopal Nagare, a senior VSP functionary involved in construction, also had questions raised against him. Both he and Anil Mishra have resigned. On Monday, June 23rd, the SIT submitted its report. The SIT examined CCTV footage from April 27 to June 5. Approximately 70 suspicious incidents were recorded. In these, 8 accused were seen hiding wads of notes in their pockets and shoes. The SIT held Dr. Anil Mishra responsible due to loopholes in the pre-established search system. Tinu Yadav, Champat Rai's driver, kept the key to counting room without any formal order. On his recommendations, his nephew Manish Yadav was employed in counting the donations. The SIT report states that the 70 theft incidents were recorded between April 27 and June 5. A crucial question arises, why only from April 27th? The CCTV footage is overwritten quickly due to lack of storage space. It appears there was no budget to store footage from more than a month, meaning order footage is unavailable. This implies that thefts likely occurred earlier too, but the SIT does not have the data to prove it. The report revealed that the responsibility for financial matters and cash collection. Management rested with Mr. Anil Mishra. Lapses included removal of strict security and dress codes, weakening of checks on people leaving the counting room. People started hiding notes in clothes, shoes and socks. No attendance or paperwork. The SIT recorded 78 lakhs from some employees involved in counting. On June 4th, 2.25 lakhs was recovered from a bathroom attached to the counting room. 6 accused were named: Avinash Shukla, Anukalp Mishra, Lavkush Mishra, Manish Kumar Yadav, Karunesh Pandey and Ramashankar Mishra. These are the individuals who were physically carrying the money. From Avinash Shukla, rupees 20 lakhs, a car and a 121 kg of something unspecified were recovered. The report also mentioned these individuals were found to have fixed deposits in their relatives' accounts. The key to the donation box was found with Tinu Yadav without any written order. These people were employed for a salary of around 15,000 only, but were accumulating large sums. Public narrative and question marks. The primary objection from the public is these 6 were the executors, but who allowed them to do this? Who opened the doors? Who was protecting them? The trust statement clarified the donation collection, construction costs, and asset presentation like the silver idols and the gold Ramayana, which was shown in the public. Trust Treasurer Govind Dev Giriji and President Nitya Gopalji both expressed shock and faith in the government to deliver justice. However, the fundamental question remains, what about the big fish. The public is raising two major points. Why is the government silent? Where is the action against the negligent authorities? Why did the trust not act proactively? The fact that they only acted after the SIT report came out raises further questions about transparency. Political angle and 2027 election impact. The move to appoint Krishna Mohan, a Dalit, as a acting general secretary is a clear message to the Dalit community. This scandal comes at a critical time for the BJP as they prepare for the 2027 Uttar Pradesh elections, where CM Yogi Adityanath is eyeing a third term. The opposition, Akhilesh Yadav, Aam Aadmi Party, Pawan Khera, Sanjay Singh is constantly questioning the government's silence and asking, where is your bulldozer now? Historically, in 1993, after the Babri Masjid demolition, the BJP offered massive losses in Uttar Pradesh. The opposition is trying to draw a parallel, hoping this scandal will negatively impact the BJP's electoral prospects. There is a debate. If the Ram Mandir didn't help the BJP win in 2024, will this scam hurt them in 2027? Economic impact on Ayodhya. The biggest immediate impact is on Ayodhya's economy. Rickshaw pullers, restaurant owners, hotel owners, and the street vendors who found employment due to the temple are witnessing a significant drop in business. While it is true that pilgrim numbers usually dip during monsoons and school season, the sustainability of this decline is major concern. Over 70,000 rickshaws are now in Ayodhya. Schools, restaurants, hospitals, and the large shops have opened, creating an annual economy of over 15,000 crore. If visitors number then don't pick up, this entire ecosystem could be severely affected. This entire episode is a huge challenge for both the state and the central government. We will have to see how the public reacts and what hard decisions the government takes. The silence of the central government could prove to be a major cause of damage. Friends, what is your opinion in this matter? Do let us know in the comment box. We will continue to bring you all the updates. Jai Hind.